What's up and hello everybody, how is everybody doing? Welcome to Bricks and Toys. Today I am excited to show you guys the fifth and final Star Wars build of the March wave. But before we get into all that, I just want to quickly say a few little things on the channel that are on my mind. Number one, I just want to say thank you to everybody that subscribes on the channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys hitting that button and following along. The more people I see subscribing, the more I feel positive about filming videos and making content. It's just a back and forth that's just really good. So I want to say I see you guys. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I really hope I'm making the content that you all want to watch. And if you guys have any ideas, drop a comment down below. And the next thing I wanted to say is I want to go back to my video from last Monday and just touch a little bit on that. We're going to talk a little bit more about everything in that video and the comments and everything in our next video of where we're going to talk about what April is looking like on the channel. As of right now, I just wanted to let you guys know, when I filmed that, I was struggling a lot with my mental health and everything. It turns out that Mother Nature or whoever provides it had another cold in store for me. And unfortunately, in the week before I get a full-on onset of a cold or a virus, I get really down in the dumps, hopeless feeling, and depressed. So you kind of mix in feeling hopeless with some weird channel analytics, and you get me overthinking everything. I don't know if you guys ever see the shirts, but you guys see me wear shirts that says overthinking and also hungry, or I'm overthinking everything you're saying to me right now. There's a reason I wear those shirts. It's not because they're just funny, it's because they're funny and true. So I just want to let you guys know that I am fighting a cold. You guys probably heard it over the last 2 or 3 videos. My voice is just, yeah, I don't know, guys. It's weird. I have been going to the gym every single day for almost a month straight. Ever since I've cut out junk food, tried to be more healthy, and go to the gym, I've been sick 3 times. I don't get it. You try to be healthy, and yet you have more viruses and colds than if you eat Doritos all day. But I am getting through it, and it's just a one day at a time type process. But I just want to say thank you for all the comments and all the love and all the subscribers. And if you guys look a little bit behind me somewhere, you will see that in the background, there is a 900 subscriber build that we are doing that I didn't expect on doing. And I'm working on that video right now as I'm doing all the other videos, because that video is a huge build. It's a build that I never thought I would have the cojones to do, but we're doing it. Okay, so today's build. Today we are building number 5, and it's not labeled from Lego as number 5. It's just the 5th on the schedule of Star Wars March wave releases. So far, we've had a really good run. We've had the 3 Starship collections. Those are just phenomenal. We've had the Boarding the Tana 4 set. Again, another phenomenal set. But then we just had one more of that play scale 25th anniversary, and it's the R2-D2. Now, this is set number 75379. It is a 10 and older set, and obviously R2-D2, 1,050 pieces. This is one that I really wasn't sure what the heck I was going to do. I at first was like, if they drop it, I'll save it in the box, but it might not be worth too much because it's not an 18 and older. Up above my head, out of frame where you guys can't see, I built the R2-D2 that was like the 50th of Lucasfilm or something of that nature. It's up there. That's the one that's out currently. I'm not sure if they've retired it since they dropped this one, but I have him, and it's like I don't need another one. That one is 18 and older, and this one is 10 and older. So this one's might be a little bit more durable and a lot more playable. I know the slide functions and to prop him up on the other one behind me is not very good. Every time I have to move that thing, it sucks because I have to like lift and jar and twist and contort, and eventually I get him to stable out and sit flat on the shelf. But maybe with this one, it'll be better. We'll see. I also think that this one is a little bit smaller. But the biggest deal with this one is it does come with that 25th anniversary Darth Malak. I don't know much about Darth Malak, but I do believe he is from like the comic books of Star Wars. Other than that, I don't know a whole bunch, so I'm not going to really talk on the issue. At the end of it all, I did decide that I am going to build out this set because I feel like we have a lot of 25th anniversary wave sets coming, both 18 and for kids play. And if I'm going to be building and reviewing these sets, it makes no sense to me to have just one left in the box because I already have a built R2-D2 unit up above my head here. So I figured I'll have them all built and all put out so we can enjoy looking at all the exclusive minifigures and the sets that they came with all together. So that's what I decided at the end of it all. Let's just take a quick look at the box. One thing that we do get with the set is we do get an R2-D2. That's kind of expected at this point. The detail on this one does not look too good compared to the one before it up above me. It does look a little bit like a step back, but again, I'm expecting this one to be a little bit more robust and able for kids to be able to play with it. And if kids can play with it, then it definitely should be good for adults. I do see sticker elements for his cargo bays right here. I'm going to guess that does not open up. Turning around the box, we just have that Darth Malak on the side, 25th anniversary. We have Legal Eagles over here. And then we have more Legal Eagles over here. And then we have a 1-to-1 scale of the minifigure. And that's about it. So going on to the back of the box, it does look like it says that the head moves, that there's an antenna, and then there's these side things that come out of the arms, and then there's a leg. And it shows like all those are detachable. Interesting. We're going to have to check that out once we get it all built. Oh, it doesn't come out of the leg. I'm not sure, guys. We're going to have to look into this. I don't know if it actually has any Technic functions or anything like the one that I have for the 18 and older above me. But we do get a plaque, and I don't see a sticker on that plaque, so I wonder if that's going to be another printed plaque. So that's one thing to note. Well, there's only so much we can do looking at the box. Why don't we just jump on in and open up the box together and see what we have in terms of what's inside. Okay, so here we are at the unboxing. I just want to say I'm very sorry if my voice is troublesome to you guys. When you get sick, you lose your voice, and I'm at that stage to where I lose my voice. That's usually at the end stage when you're feeling better. I also want to say, if you guys watch my shorts, you guys will know we have a new selfie stick, and we're currently filming with that selfie stick, and hopefully this is giving you guys a little bit more of an up close and better angle. Better height means better angle. We have 1 and 2 to get the bottom open. No tape to cut. Looking at everything, I can see we have a book, we have a pry tool, and we have bags. Let's go ahead and roll on out with it. And there we go. Here is our sticker sheet. I like to start off with stickers. Or maybe I like to start off counting the bags, but we're going to do the stickers first now, I guess. Looks like we have 7 stickers total. That's what they look like. So I see 10 bags. I'm going to say this is probably 10 bags. So we're going to go and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I missed that by 2. 12 bags, actually. Well, that's a sleeper. And here we have our book. I do want to take a second to note that it is kind of interesting to me that the R2 unit that we built last year from 2020, it also came in a format of being in this shape, not this shape. QR code, get your points. Now, let's go to the back of the book. So we have a picture at the back of the book of R2 in A New Hope and R2 from the box. Looks like we have a reset step counter for the plaque building. But then we're going to go and get our actual number at 373 building steps and 169 pages. And right here I can get a glimpse of what I was talking about on the box. There is these little plates that will go onto the front of him, and then I believe we can attach his accessories. So if that is the case, then where do we store his accessories when they're not on his body? Let's go to the front of the book and see if there's anything good. Just advertises for the 25th anniversary, and it goes right into the build. So that does it for the welcome and the unboxing. Now we just have to build it. I'm actually not going to time lapse this build. I am not feeling like I want to be tied to my camera for hours at a time, but more importantly, I already did a time-lapse build on an R2 unit. It's up above me on the shelf. It's in my Star Wars playlist, and I did it 1 year ago. So I'm pretty sure this is just going to be a scaled-down version of that, and if I'm wrong, I'll say it in my review. So no time-lapse, we're just going to go straight into the review. So let's cut to the review. So we are completely done with the build. So now that means we're going to go into the review, and we have an interesting one to talk about here because I don't know how I feel about this. Let's review it. Okay guys, let's dive in and talk about this R2-D2 unit. And then afterwards, I got some really good points to make about this set. Let's start off with the minifigures and the plaque. So here we have the Darth Malak 25th anniversary minifigure. Leg printing on the front, torso printing on the front. He does have front face printing, but then he has a pattern on the back of his head. He does have a collar on around his neck, and not quite sure why. I didn't read about this guy too much. And he does have back torso printing. One thing to note is the nice printed 25-year anniversary plaque. And in the parts catalog of this set, this lightsaber hilt is 2024 in a revised color, I guess. I see no difference between last year's and this year's, but this part number came up as new as of this year. So that's our Darth Malak minifigure. Our R2-D2 unit is one that we would come to expect. That's no different from any set from, I believe, 2022 with the trash compactor scene, meaning it does have its front printing and back printing, as well as nicely detailed dome printing. It is important to note that we do have a nice printed plaque with all of the specifications of R2-D2. Now, size-wise is a really big deal with this set. On the box, they make it look massive, which makes you wonder, why do you need this if you have the 2020 version like I already do have? But I have fairly large hands, and as you can see, it is not too much larger than my hand. It's actually a matter of fact that if the 2020 version had a rectum, it would fit completely inside of it like the original actor did, meaning you could put this whole thing inside of the other one and I believe it would fit. Talking about the two sets, we will do that later because I actually have a lot of concerns about this set and where it all fits in with Lego. Now, unlike the 2020 version, it does not have any Technic functions, so in order to give it functions, we have to add those. We're going to do that here in a minute. Right now, let's just go over all the details, printed parts, sticker parts, and flaws, if there is any. Now, we're going to start by taking this off and just going over the set. Now, one really cool thing is you can remove the front leg and pose him, which is a good upgrade from the adult version earlier. We do have two stickers up here. In the other version, that's brick built in, so it's kind of weird to see stickers, but we'll talk about that later. Two sticker elements here. A sticker element here with actually a print flaw on it. That one has a dot. We do have some nice greebling all throughout the center here. I think that's really nice. The head looks rather plain with just all those studs showing. We do have a sticker element right there. We have nice detail on the legs right here all the way through. Taking a look down the leg, again, really nicely detailed. Not much complaints. Coming along the back here, we do have two more stickers right there on the back. The back is pretty plain. Back of the head, pretty plain. Leg is a mirror of the other side. And that's the unit. It's hollow on the inside. It's a Technic chassis with everything stuck to it. That's how we would expect it to be built. Now, functionalities of the set, we do have the head. It does move. It does not have a stopper. We do have a sticker on the back of the head. I forgot to mention that. So I guess we can do full exorcist if we want to. I've never seen an R2 unit throw up, but you know, you never know. We do have a printed element right here at the top of the head. What's really cool about this one is you can reach in, you can pull off its third leg, and then pose it however you want to pose it. Because you can rock it back and forth. It does have a stop eventually. So that is really cool. Now the legs don't lock in like they did on the old one. They just sway to make way for if you want to pose it with a leg, which I kind of like it. Posed with a leg. It is a little bit of a trick to get it to pose just right because there's so many little grooves that each leg could click in and be off by just a little bit. But, you know, it is easier to function the legs compared to the other version. Now, if we want to add our functions, we can easily do so by pulling off these 1x8 white tiles on the side. Everybody excuse my voice. As I said earlier, I am fighting a cold, and my voice is the last thing to go when I get sick. So once we have those off, we can add the little features to it. I think this is a little bit more of a pain in the butt than using the actual features built in. It is interesting to note that when we got the BB-8 unit, which was on a play scale, the BB unit did have functions where the adult version of this had functions, but yeah, with this, no functions. And then we put that right there on top of his head. So that is the functions on how everything works. And if you don't like this look, you easily just pop everything right back off and you switch back to the tiles. You can have one out or one in and whatever you want to do. It's up to you. So we're going to revert him back to the way that I originally showed him to you guys, because I'm still deciding how I want him displayed. And with that, we have him completely put back to the way that I had him with his little accoutrements. So that's the detailed review on the set. Now what I want to do is I actually want to go in and I want to wrap up this video right here and right now. And I want to talk about this set. Now, my wrap-up thoughts on this set is, okay guys, we got the Starship Collection. The Starship Collection is a very toned down UCS set. They have a lot of really great detail in comparison to their bigger, way bigger UCS counterparts, making them an excellent addition to any collection, and they're pocket-sized in comparison to their bigger counterparts. Those sets are 18 and older and marketed as such. Now, here's where things get tricky with this. We have this R2-D2 unit that we just wrapped up, right? This is a 10 and older set. Now, this set to me I find really lost and really confused. And the reason I say this is it's so much like the Starship Collection in comparison. It doesn't have all the functions of the bigger daddy, and yet it doesn't have as easy of functions to use to be a play set. It's somewhere in between of taking it apart to function it. So with the functions aspect, it's not quite 18 and it's not quite 10 and older. It's somewhere in between. It's strange. But it doesn't stop there. If this was an actual play set, why would it have a printed plaque? Okay? How many kids you know that are 10 years and older that want to play with their R2-D2 unit is actually going to keep this within fingers reach? No, it ain't going to happen. I have kids. I know. So why would we get a printed plaque with it? More importantly, just for my point here, why would we get a printed plaque with a minifigure on this set? We didn't get minifigures with the Starship Collection. I mean, if they can put in a pointless minifigure on this set, they could have done it with those sets. Just saying. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't hate this set. I actually really, really, really love this set. I love this set because it's so much smaller, and it's going to be easier to put this set on display than my other R2-D2 unit. That unit is a pain in the butt to display. It's why it's not featured in this video for the size comparison. I already said that. But the thing is with this set is I'm really, really lost with it. Because I don't believe it's a play set. I don't know why it's marketed like one when it's clearly a toned down, no different than the Starship Collection type of set. This droid should have been slapped with an adult's packaging and sold as an adult's toned down version. There's nothing wrong with making toned down versions of sets for adults. Some people just don't have the space, and we would actually prefer that. I really think this set is supremely lost. I love the size. I love the detail that they got in the size. And I love the plaque that's on it. And all of these points sound familiar. And they sound like when I talk about the Starship Collection. And yet, this is a play set meant for kids. That's really weird to me, and I really don't know where else to go with that. So with that, what I'm going to say is, if you guys want to support the channel, there's a thanks button down below. You guys can leave a small donation. I would appreciate anything you guys can do. If that's not your thing, you can always hit the subscribe button and follow along. Always doing review videos, mock videos, and restoration videos, and all types of videos, and having a good time here on the channel. So I hope you consider subscribing. Now, this is the important bit. If you want to share this video with your friends, I'd super appreciate it. And now listen to me. Comment your thoughts down below. And kindly open up the floor for a discussion. What do you think about this set? Because I really think that this set is a 16 and older or 18 and older set in disguise for marketing reasons when it's really made to be put on display in smaller spots in comparison to having the bigger one. That's what I think. And I also think it's BS that it's like that, and we get that minifigure included with the set at only $100 this set cost in the US. That's the important thing to note, when all the other ones cost $50 to $85. So with that one, comment your thoughts down below. If you bought this set, how do you feel about it? Does this set leave you a little confused? Did you go in thinking that you're going to get a small play set meant for kids, and in exchange you got a equivalent to a Starship Collection type collectible R2-D2? Because that's kind of how I feel. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. Up next, we're going to have a April Outlook video talking about all the new things going on in April with Lego and the channel and what's next. So be sure to check that out if you guys like to know the forecast for the future. And with that one, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. I am left kind of dumbfounded about this set because something's just off about it, like a last-minute marketing decision to be like, you know what, 10 and older, not 16. But it is what it is, guys. Y'all have a good one.